I'm just gonna say it because it's what I see. I see a couple of things. I'm not gonna pull cards for this one. This is just, a download. And it's something that I feel within my spirit because I'm not gonna say connected, but just reading into a lot of stuff. Um, and that makes me connected, I guess. Uh, you are drinking heavily. Um, you're also you even though you look a certain way and you are a certain way and there's a lot of good things going for you, you can't accept it sometimes and you still feel like that kid, or with that rejection even though you're not getting rejected anymore. Sometimes it just weighs on you. um, I'm not telling people what to do with their other halves or the people that they're dealing with when it comes to love, but some people will steal your energy and they may look like a certain thing at first, but if they're only receiving and not giving, that depletes your energy and it shows on your face. It shows you're dealing with a succubus. I don't want to talk bad on somebody else, but you're dealing with somebody who steals a lot of your energy. You're acquiescing to their lifestyle as if you need it and you don't. Now that you're connected by a family. I don't know if this is true or not, but anyways, you're connected to this person because you guys have a child together. Um, you might be questioning that. I don't know. I'm just, picking up. I'm just reading or saying what is downloaded, basically. But they take quite a bit from your energy. You look older than me. Um, and I think you're taking your energy back and you're going through a dark night of the soul. You can see that there's a difference between last year and this year and how you're looking, even though there's some stuff that's going down. Maybe you weren't paying attention. Maybe God set you down for a reason to, like, have you work too much and you're scared that you won't get this work anymore. Scared that things are depleting in your life and it changes your life quite a bit. And it's not. I just want to say that you can regenerate. I would love to give you some tips on how to do that. But mostly it's just to take your power back, and that means holding on to your sexual stuff, not drinking as much. Um, you really want this. You're changing because you know that it has something to do with your lifestyle or your money. So change it. There's a lot of Aquarius in your chart, even though you're a Taurus. There's like a stubbornness, but Aquarians love healing themselves. And I see the light coming back into your face, the blood flow, the reversal of the aging. I don't know if you're taking back your power sexually or you have a succubus around you. And if you know what a succubus is, they just take your energy. You age, you just don't look the same. And if I feel like you're with this person, so it has to be that where your energy is being sucked, the life is being sucked right out of you. Take your power back. Um, and I'm not saying this because it's in my best interest. This has nothing to do with me. I never have to see you in my entire life. I just feel like maybe this word could heal you. I want to heal. I feel like I have answers and solutions that could help. I don't want to force anything. If God said it's supposed to be, it could be that, people are introduced into your life because they have something for you, they have a good word for you. Um, I may have said some things wrong in the past as far as aging. There's nothing wrong with your age. Two, you're a silver fox. So you're good. Um, three, you're young as fuck. You're young. Trust me when I say appreciate where you are right now. Uh, but all you have to do is just like drop certain things out of your energy. If it's not the person, because people can be the most that's draining from you, but at least get rid of the other vices, like drinking, doing a lot. I'm not saying you don't have to stop. I'm just saying, doing too much access to things will take you out. What did they say? The access leads to wisdom because you learn what you can do, what you can't do. The palace of I can't. I don't remember the saying. Palace of access leads to the road of wisdom, or the road of access leads to the palace of wisdom. Only because you're given this access, and with that comes like a copious amount of shit that you can get into, and sometimes that's what it is. It's just shit. Um, I've seen a lot of millionaires. I've been into a lot of millionaires' homes in Los Angeles, and these motherfuckers live like crackheads. Because you can have all the money in the world and still have a poor mentality. I'm not saying that you have a poor mentality. I'm just saying, sometimes given a lot of access just heightens who you are as a person. And that's where the work begins. It doesn't mean that you're a bad person because you have these vices. It just means that, you have to control it now. Now that a mirror has been put in front of you and you know what's going on. And I'm only throwing a mirror in front of you because you already know this. You already know this. That's why I feel like the color is coming back into your face. You're I just see the life come back into you. And before I was saying, like, why is he aging like this? And he's younger than me. You know what I mean? And of course, you don't know what I mean. But I'm telling you, take back some of that energy. Take your power back. If something's not right for you, adjust. You don't have to. You have people that are permanently in your life. They probably did it on purpose to hold on to you. What I am seeing and what I am also assuming is that you didn't lock shit down, so there's got to be something going on. There's got to be, I don't know if there's infidelity. I don't know if this kid is yours. There's a lot of, it's none of my business. It's none of my business. It's not my life. So I'm just spectating and speculating. But I feel like that sort of is kind of what's, yeah. And some people mirror each other. And sometimes that happens. It doesn't have to be for a long time. But, God put people in your face that's been through it and is, I've gathered my wisdom and know how to apply it. And I just want to help show you how to apply it. You know what to do. You're very smart. You know what to do. You know how to heal yourself. You know how to go into that healing water. Gather your cups of water. Water is life. You pouring life back into your cups, giving you that vitality, that energy, that youth, that shininess. You know, don't let people take your energy. You know how I'm a Taurus rising. I'm a Gemini, Taurus rising, Virgo moon, Gemini Venus. I actively act like a Taurus. There's a lot of Tauruses. That's why I can be by myself and like push people out of my energy that I just don't have time for, when I could like literally just be happy in my apartment, chilling like a villain and coming out when I'm ready to come out. I could do that. So I love being by myself. I love giving people their space. Sometimes though, because we're so, I'm acting as a Taurus right now. We're so, it's not being lackadaisical, but it's being open to everybody's experience and just being chill. You give a person an inch, they take a mile, and then they start fucking over you and running over you, and thinking that they have the upper hand, until you're like a bull in a china shop. You got too comfortable in this bitch. You done set up all your glassware and shit, and you don't expect me to pop off after you set your foundation on top of my back and expect me to expend all this energy and I get nothing back in return. That's where you got me fucked up. So now I'm a bull in your china shop and I'm fucking all this shit up. And because I'm a Taurus, I'm gonna do it times 100. I don't know how to go I don't know how to keep it casual after I done popped off as a Taurus. So I don't even want you to go there. I just want you to just like seriously just, here's an opportunity. And I know you're stubborn. You're a Taurus. I relate. But here's an opportunity for you to do things right. To just move people out of your energy that's just not good for your higher self. You don't have to argue with them. You don't have to prove to them that, they don't need to be there. The proof is in the pudding when you just stop fucking with people and having people take your energy and deplete how you look as a person. Fuck with your lifestyle and your livelihood. Let them go. 11/11, October 16th, Thursday, 11/11, 2025. It's 11/11 on the clock because I'm talking to you, twin. Get her done. People say I'm crazy. I know what I'm talking about. They don't know what they're doing. I know what I'm talking about. It's still 11/11. I'm looking right at it. So get out of your head. I'm glad you're looking foxy, my friend. I could see the color coming back into your face. It could be because you are alone and you don't have a lot of people pulling on your energy right now. And you're not alone, but you taking time for yourself to like heal. You have some physical shit that you're healing, but also like your spiritual. You can just go on and let that happen while you're still. And I know like you're doing whatever you need to do to get back to who you are. You don't have to try so hard. You have nothing to prove, and you will get back to that because that's where your head is. But, vitality means not letting people in your energy stealing from you. If you're not exchanging energy with somebody and they're not giving you life and you're not giving them life, that's not the one, my G. That's why you haven't progressed. The child came before the marriage. That's why you haven't progressed. Your kingdom can't grow. You got somebody that's like me, 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 me. And I don't know this person, so I don't know, but I know the energy. I know that somebody's pulling at your energy. I don't know what you're doing on the side. You could have some crazy shit that I don't know about that you got going on that could be also eating away at your guilt. So it's time for you to be on the up and up. You got too much going on to do dumb shit. 11:13 on the clock. It's 11:13 p.m. You have too much going on to do dumb shit. So be that person. I always say, when people play these roles, these movie roles, or when people are singing like musicians, they chanting they shit because they feel it. They feel that shit and they're out singing it every night. That's what's going to come to pass. And the same with actors, the same with writers, the same with poets. It comes to pass, the things that you feel so innately in your soul that you're expressing to the world. And if it's repetitive and you have to do it all the time, that's what you are. And so, hey, you know where I'm going with this. I hope. Be that thing that you play on TV or movies or singing on stage or expressing to the world through words and iambic pentameters. All right. Much love to you guys. I wish you well. I'm very happy to see this color in your face, and that looks like things are reversing. So allow yourself some peace. Allow yourself stillness. Allow yourself to pour rejuvenating energy back into you. It doesn't have to come from another person. It's just coming from source. So sit, be still, and allow yourself to regenerate. And you could just say, I am regenerating. I always use I am before the things that I say. I have a prayer that I use every night. I always say, I am youthful. I am vitality. I am Aphrodite. I say these things to myself. These are the things that I want. These are the things that I chant. It works. It works. It works. It works. As long as, you're pulling from source, which source is infinite. That's where you should be pulling from, not from other people, from source. This can happen for anybody. You don't have to stop anybody's flow for anybody else who's hearing this other than the person that I'm specifically addressing. Again, it's collective, so anybody can hear it. You don't have to pull from source or pull from other people's energy. You just pull from source. People are so used to seeing what's in front of them, so they pull from that instead of like looking to God and what God has already provided, which is an infinite amount of energy, ability, and transmutation of that energy, if that makes sense. That word's been going around a lot, but it's true. So God said, I am that I am. And everything comes to pass through word of mouth and belief and faith. And I think you know this. Some people, put faith in the wrong things or don't have a real true understanding what faith is. And it's just knowing through and through that whatever you're asking for from source, from the higher beings, that you'll get it as long as you know and you feel like you already have it. So this can help you with regenerating what you got going on and giving you that vitality and that youth and that whatever you need. This isn't a secret. Anybody could do this. You just have to apply it. So it disturbs me when I see that people are trying to pull from each other. People are trying to pull from my energy because they feel like they want to exchange with me when they have the very same power. You don't have to do that. You could be yourself. You could just do you and be in your power. And it's all about just consistency, and I'm talking to myself at that point because what I don't have is a lot of consistency in what I'm, doing. So, once I put my mind to it, then that's when it excels and it works and it goes off. So I do, have consistency for certain things, which is pouring positive energy and pulling from source. I am consistent with that. I am protected. I am beautiful. It doesn't matter what the outside looks like, it matters what I'm regenerating and pulling for myself. I'll eventually see the results of what's happening, but it's just knowing from, through and through right now. Anyways, I love you. Agape love, philia love, brotherly love, overall unconditional love. Um, Smile.